OBS 2 speech mode off.
Hey guys, how are you doing? It's me again, and as promised, I'm going to start a series today about a train driving game, as I said. And that train driving game is Tube Sim. It's made by NASoft. You can download it at nasoft.com, and you can also download new versions there, if there are. So this is about learning how to drive a train in London and getting to different stations. So I'm going to load up the game.
Restoring game. Loading. Please wait.
And I'll let you play the intro.
London. Home of Big Ben. Buckingham Palace. Covent Garden, the Thames, and the oldest underground train system in the world. And you're going to drive it. The London Underground is iconic. Serving 1.34 billion passengers a year, this train system runs for 400 kilometres all round London. This game's pretty simple, really. All you've got to do is learn how to drive a train. Press any key to skip this introduction. So, how do you drive a train? Well, as I guess you've not driven a train before, I'd suggest going to the missions and doing mission 1, which is driver school. Driver school is where you go to learn all the things you need to do to drive a train. Once you've learned how to drive a train, complete missions, and do scheduled runs to earn badges, and compete against other players. You're judged on your safety and customer service scores. And don't forget to check out the online scoreboard found at ndadamson.com. So, enough of this, let's drive a train. Main menu, missions.
So I managed to let you hear the intro, my apologies. So now we're in the main menu, the game is self-voiced, and in this part we're going to do the driver school. In the next part we'll do a few little missions, and then driving from station to station. So the first menu item is missions, which is pretty obvious.
Select
Let's go
mission,
in
driver
there.
school, prepare train for service. Your task, prepare your train and drive from Harrow and Wealdstone Depot to Harrow and Wealdstone on the Bakerloo line.
And it's
Time, 5 minutes.
And
Level,
it's
easy. Opening your doors at the last stop completes your mission.
okay. Now I can talk. And oh gosh, oh yes. It tells you if you already completed the mission. That's new.
Take train back to depot.
So
Your
you
task.
Get,
Main
so you
schedule
did it.
review. Scheduled run.
I didn't do this very much.
Select lock.
Central line, Bakerloo line.
Oh yes.
Exit.
Oh yeah. Now I remember. You choose where you want to drive off.
Bakerloo line,
As you can hear, it uses Microsoft Hazel for the stations and also for the announcements.
Central line, Victoria
Do
line,
this.
Select start station.
Brixton Depot.
Oh wait. Oh yes. You need to choose your thing first. Your line.
Select end. Exit.
Walthamstow, Black Horse Road.
Select start time. 1 a.m. 2, 3, 4, 5
Well,
a.m.
let's make it a night train. Why not?
Total distance is 20 kilometres. Estimated journey time is 0 hours 42 minutes.
So yeah, now we're
Passenger
at
carriage,
the
driver's
depot.
cab.
We'll learn about that. So, yeah, that's how it works. The scheduled run.
Paused. Use your unpaused. Passenger
How do I go
driver's
back to
cab.
the main menu again? Oh, I forgot.
0%. 0 12 4 0%.
That's great, isn't it?
553. Customer service score is 50. Safety score is 100. Paused. Use your up and unpaused. Shift complete. Driver report generated to clipboard. Safe pair of hands badge for getting a perfect safety score. Main men
Oh,
review
that's great.
scheduled run.
Okay.
Missions.
So let's do the driver school.
Select mission. Driver school.
It won't be terribly hard, I think. But we'll let the instructor tell a lot, and I might add some things too.
Select a lesson. Lesson 1.
So we're going to
Driving
start
basics.
with lesson 1, of course. Here we go.
Hi, and welcome to Driver School. It's my job to teach you to drive a train. The school is split into a series of lessons. To skip to the next lesson, hit the escape key. Some of your time you will spend here in our classroom, but most of your time you'll be out there on the test track. So, your train. You'll be learning to drive an electrically powered tube train. The train has a maximum speed of 80 km per hour, is fitted with a platform detection system and automatic public announcement systems. Most functions can be operated using shortcut keys, although there is a menu-driven onboard computer. You've not come here to hear me talk. Let's get out there on the test track.
Yep.
Driver's cab. Okay, so you're now inside your cab. The cab is where you will spend most of your time. However, if you want, you can change your point of view. Using the left and right arrow keys, you can change the point of view to the cab, where we are now, the passenger compartment, and you can also get an external point of view. Along the track and at each of your stations, there is a viewing point. This is where your external view comes from, so you'll hear the train pass you. Be aware though, if you're in any of the views other than the cab, you may miss important alarms and alerts. Why don't you try changing the perspective? When you're ready to move on, hit escape.
Now what's pretty cool is that with the passenger carriage, you can actually hear passengers talking. I think that has been recorded not so long ago, or not so long, live. And you might hear some background noise. That is on the left, and that indicates that you need to open the left-hand doors. So to check how much passengers there are in your train, press A, I believe.
0.
And to check how much there are on the platform, press Z.
90. 1.
So we're going to open the left door.
Open and close the doors. You can use left shift and right shift to open the left and right hand doors respectively. Remember to make an announcement before closing your doors to warn your passengers. Announcement key 3 is the option to do this. You can only open the doors when you're in a stop zone of a platform. More about that later. You also need to make sure you open the correct side, because opening the wrong side is a safety violation.
So this is actually pretty realistic. You can hear the passengers walk in. That's pretty cool. So we're going to press 3.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Because why not?
Open and close the doors.
Oh, you can mute it with control. That's nice. So let's change the point of view.
Passenger carriage.
Oh. Well.
External.
So it's pretty silent around here. You can hear incoming trains.
Driver's cab.
So yeah, sometimes I do that because it's fun. Let's press escape.
Let's have a look at your trip computer. There are 3 menus or screens you can access. To move between them, use the C key. To move up and down the screens, use comma, up or period to go down. Some options on your menus can be activated. To do this, push enter. None of the options on the timetable screen can be activated. They are information only. When you're on a route, this screen will show you where you currently are, along with the times at the next set of stations. On our test track, it doesn't show an awful lot. Use C to find the timetable screen, and then comma and full stop to move up and down. When you're ready, push escape to move on.
So what I recommend doing is doing the thing what you need to do after the explanation, because else you can't really hear what you're doing. So let's proceed.
Timetable view.
Simulated platform.
10 hours to...
So it tells you that you need to be at the simulated platform at 2 past 10.
Simulated platform.
10 hours 18.
So yeah, that's what the timetable does.
Public address system view.
We'll go through that later.
Train status view.
And there you can control a lot of the train abilities.
Left hand doors closed.
So you can also open them by pressing enter. on the.
Right-hand doors closed. Rear lights off.
See, I like to use the shortcut keys. My bad, but you can also do it this way. Let's press escape.
The PA announcement page gives you access to the public address system. Use comma and full stop to go up and down the available announcements. If you want to make the announcement, push enter. The quickest way to access the announcements are to use the numbers across the top of your keyboard or the number pad. The APA, Automatic Public Announcement System, is shortcut 1. It changes depending on what you're doing and where you are. If you're pulled up in a station, it will announce where you are. If you're driving, it will announce the next station. Why not have a play using your menus, push C to get onto the right page, and options 1 through 9 as the shortcut keys to see what announcements are available. Push escape to move on.
So I'm going to use the thing in the trip computer because then it also, explains. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna explain it myself. That's quicker.
This is emulated
Lowest
platform.
one.
This is emulated platform. This is a test track service to simulated platform.
So it tells you where you are, or actually the passengers, and where this train is going. And you also sometimes you hear that on real trains, like, welcome to this and this train. This train goes to blah blah blah, that kind of.
This train is ready to depart.
So I think you need to do that when you've got permission from the control room to depart. More about that later.
Please stand clear of the doors.
So that's that you already heard that, I think. You need that when you're going to close the doors.
This service terminates here. Please ensure you take all your belongings with you.
You use this when you're at the last stop, and then to warn the passengers, this is the last stop.
For your safety and comfort, smoking is prohibited on all underground trains
Wait,
and
I'm gonna
stations.
skip one.
Transport for London
Yes,
apologizes
it
for the delay to your journey.
That's when you're coming late, according to your timetable.
For your safety and comfort, smoking is prohibited on all underground trains and stations.
I don't really use this much, but you can.
CCTV is in use on this train and throughout the London Underground system.
I don't really get what that means, but yeah. Maybe it's TV channel or something.
The next station is closed.
So you need to announce that when you hear from the control room that the next station is closed, so passengers won't. You don't need to stop there, which I think. Or actually, I mainly do because there still are passengers there sometimes.
Transport for London apologizes for the delay. We are waiting for the previous service to clear the platform.
So I haven't used this that much, but I didn't really play that much missions though. And that was it. Press escape.
The train status screen. You can use the train status screen to turn off and on various train systems. Each option on the screen also has a shortcut key. Move to the train status screen using C and use full stop and comma to have a look around. For each of the options found, push enter on it and I'll tell you what it does. When you've finished playing, push escape to move on.
Okay, so we're gonna go to the train status screen by hitting C.
Timetable. Public address. Train status
There we
view.
go. Let's see.
Carry air then modest head right left carry air speed carriage temp left hand doors closed
There we go. We already demoed that.
right hand doors closed rear lights off
Press enter.
rear lights on. The rear lights are a set of red lights at the end of your train. They are used to ensure that trains don't run into the back of you. These lights should be on at all times. The shortcut key is R. Headlights off. Headlights on. The headlights are bright white lights at the front of your train used to see where you're going. The shortcut key is H. They should be on at all times. Destination light off. Destination light on. The destination light illuminates the destination signs on your train. Without the destination light, your passengers may not be able to read the signs and may not know where your train is going. They should be on at all times. The shortcut key is D. Mode off. Mode shunt. This is the mode switch. There are 3 modes. M is the shortcut key to change the switch. Off means the train engines are not powered, effectively not turned on. Shunt mode should be used in the depots. It gives you much finer level control over your speed. When you're in shunt mode, each change of speed increases or decreases by 1 kilometer per hour. In service is the normal mode. Each time you change your speed, it will change by 5 kilometers per hour.
So we're gonna put this
Mode
on
in
off.
service. This is mode off. This is ventilation off.
I didn't know that was possible. That's actually pretty neat.
Ventilation on. The ventilation system is needed when you're underground. It is not needed when you're above ground and you can hear those birds singing as you can breathe that lovely clean London air. The shortcut key is V. Vent passenger lights off. Passenger lights on. The passenger lights are the lights in the carriages. You should leave them on at all times as your passengers won't like it if they are left in the dark. The shortcut key is L.
Yep.
Passenger heating off. Passenger heating on. The passenger heating should be on when you are underground and off when you are above ground. Your passengers will not enjoy getting too hot or too cold. The ideal temperature is between 20 and 22 degrees. If the temperature gets less than 10 or higher than 27 degrees, an alarm will sound. The shortcut key is P. To check the current temperature, hit the T key.
Let's proceed.
Minus 29 degrees.
Okay, so I'm gonna keep this on. So I didn't really know what that alarm was until a year ago.
Speed 0.
So you can't activate it, of course. But that tells you how fast you're driving.
Air pressure 0.
This is quite important too. Let's press.
Air pressure
Enter.
is used to open and close your doors, as well as in the braking system, and a small amount is used by the ventilation system. The air pressure must always be above 25%. To increase the air pressure, use the air compressor. Shortcut key B. Carriage temperature minus 25. Left-hand doors closed.
And that was the status screen. Let's press escape.
There are a couple of other useful keys. A tells you how many passengers are on board. When at a station, Z will tell you how many passengers are waiting to get on.
I've already told
S
you that.
gives you an overview of the train status. Give these three a try. Push
So-
escape to move on.
I've already demoed A and Z, but let's press S.
Status. Left-hand doors closed. Right-hand doors closed. Rear lights on. Headlights on. Destination light on. Mode off. Ventilation off. Passenger lights on. Passenger heating on. Speed 0. Air pressure 99. Carriage temperature minus 23.
Yep, let's press escape.
Right, let's get this train moving. First, put the train into in-service mode. Use the M key. Mode in service. To turn on the motors, you need to hold the dead man switch. This must be held whenever you are moving. If you let it go for longer than 5 seconds, then the emergency brakes will be applied and will not be disengaged until you have come to a complete stop. The dead man switch is held using the tab key. For those with dexterity issues who find sticky keys useful, F12 can be used as an alternative. Hit it once to engage the dead man switch, hit it again to turn it off. Your doors will not open if you are holding the dead man switch. You cannot engage the dead man switch if your doors are already open. The air pressure must be above 50% before you can engage the dead man switch. So, grab the dead man switch now, tab or F12.
So what I
The
don't
next
get.
control you need to know is the throttle control.
Right.
The throttle control controls your speed. Each tap of up to increase speed or down to decrease speed will change your speed by a certain amount. Going back to the mode information from earlier, if you're in shunt mode, each change is 1 kilometer per hour. If you're in normal service mode, then it's 5 kilometers per hour. Try getting your speed up to 30 kilometers an hour. Hit escape when you're happy with your speed.
So what I don't get is why they say use tab for people who have dexterity issues. You find sticky keys useful. I don't really like to use tab to hold tab too. But then they say you can use F12 too. So that's something I don't get. Anyway, let's press F12. Actually, let's press tab. So yeah, now your train's active and you can drive.
Due
0.
to depart next station at
5.
10 hours 18.
10,
So it also tells you that.
18, 20,
Let's just let this go. So I can see emergency brakes.
19, 0,
So sometimes I've used that when I kind of scared to leave the station or drive by it.
0,
That didn't happen that much,
5.
but yeah, it's also not good for your customer
13.
score.
20,
So we're 30.
26, 30,
So now we're driving at 30, and now
Passenger carriage.
we're going.
External. Driver's cab.
So let's press escape.
All parts of the track have a speed limit. Use your up and down arrow keys to find the speed limit for this part of the track. You will hear an alarm like this if you are breaking the speed limit. Push escape when you've worked the speed limit out.
So I forgot the shortcut key to check your
30.
speed limit, but we'll get that later.
35, 40, 45, 50,
Oh, now we're driving above
55.
the speed limit.
50, 50,
There we go. Check the time real quick.
1744. Speech mode off.
So let's just escape again.
There's also a much easier way of finding out the speed limit. Just hit F2.
Oh, yeah,
To slow
that was
down
it.
your train, you can use the throttle control and set it to 0 by pushing your down key. If you want a more abrupt stop, the brakes can be applied. Use the space bar. Be careful not to overuse your brakes. Those passengers don't want coffee all over their laps. Try stopping now using the throttle
Can
and
you use-
brakes.
can you
Push
get coffee
escape
in this
once
train?
you're happy and can move on.
Not in the Netherlands anymore. Or maybe, I believe sometimes, but not that much. So let's press 2.
50 kilometers per hour.
So now we're driving at the speed limit. That's great. Escape.
Let's talk about how you get information. We've already found the S key, which tells you about the state of the various vehicle systems, but there's also a series of function keys that can be used to tell you about the outside world. Try pushing F1 through to F11. We already know that F12 is the dead man switch lock. See what they do. As you push the button, I'll explain what happens. When you're happy and ready to move on, push escape.
Okay, let's press F1.
50. This is the speed in kilometers per hour. A shortcut key to hear this information is F1.
That's the key we just pressed. Anyway, we already know 2. That's the speed limit.
8,292 meters. F3 tells you the distance to the next station in meters.
Yep.
97%. F4 tells you the current air pressure. 10 hours, 60,
Five,
20.
by the
For
way.
F5 tells you the current time. There are settings in the main menu to switch between 24 and 12-hour formats. The time is reported as hours, minutes and seconds. Therefore, 1, 2, 3 would be 2 minutes past 1 and 3 seconds. 10 hours, 18. F6 tells you the depart time at the next station. It's reported in hours and minutes. This is the depart time. You must arrive earlier than that and give time for your passengers to board your train. 30 seconds either side of the depart time is considered on time and will not impact your customer service score.
I've never been really too late. What was that here? I don't remember. Now we're getting to some interesting ones. F7.
Tango Sierra 523 to control. Request relief, over.
523, acknowledged. A relief crew will be standing
Sounds
by your
weird.
next stop. Over.
F7 is used to radio the control room and ask for a relief driver. This is how you would end a route early.
Now, I kind of forgot how to change the gender, but I don't really care about it.
Leave request cancelled.
So you
F7
need
is used to
to,
radio the control room and ask for a relief
use
driver.
it? I forgot.
This is how you would end a route early.
Oh yeah. I don't remember.
Tango Sierra 523, ready to depart, over.
523, clear to depart, over.
F8
We're
asks
already
permission
driving.
to depart a depot or a station. You should not depart, pull away, until you have received clearance.
Yep. F9.
523 acknowledged.
F9 is used to acknowledge a message from the control room.
So that's when they warn you about, the station is closed. Not with your initiative, not, just random, not, when you ask for, So when they say like you're approaching an engineering firm, station's closed, customer who complains,
Customer
yeah.
service score is 36. Safety score is 80. 2F10 tells you your current safety and customer service scores. At the start of a run, your safety score is 100%. Each time you make a safety violation, your safety score drops. Your customer service score starts at 50%. Doing the right things and keeping your customer happy will increase your score. Doing the wrong things, like making the announcements at the wrong time, overusing the braking, will cause your customer service score to drop. F11 is available when there is a signal ahead. A signal alert sounds like this. When this alert is sounding, it means somewhere ahead there is a red stop signal. F11 tells you how far to the red signal and an estimate of how long in seconds before that signal goes clear.
The beep kind of reminds you from the Hourly app, where you get hourly chimes, or the Victory Extreme when Analyst Bard and Bookshare books are downloaded. And F12 is the deadman switch.
There are two final keys you can use. Try hitting the equals key. See if you can tell me what it does. Push escape to move on.
That's quite funny. And in Soundpack they have quite interesting, in another custom Soundpack they have quite interesting noises.
The final key in this lesson is the escape key in itself. This doesn't work in the driver school, but when you're driving a route, push it to pause the game. This will present you with a menu so you can review the last 10 messages you've received. As the train is not moving and the timers are not running, it gives you a chance to look through any messages you may have missed. Push escape to unpause. Push escape now to move on to the next lesson, or use any of the keys you've been taught about in this lesson to practice.
Now, it already, your cursor will automatically be placed at the
Select
next
a lesson. Lesson 2. Stopping at a station. Well done. Let's try stopping at a station. Right, you're on the test track again, 1,000 metres from a station. A couple of things to know here. Once you get within 300 metres of a platform, your platform detection system will kick in and you will be alerted that a platform is close. As you get closer, the alerts get more frequent. You must stop your train within 10 metres of the stopping line. This is called the stop zone. You will hear this sound when you're in the stop zone. The stop zone alarm will sound on the side where the platform is. Be careful to open the correct doors. The lemmings that ride your train aren't clever enough to know the difference between a live train track and a platform. Once you're in a stop zone, you can release the dead man switch and then use the left or right shift key to open the appropriate doors. Let's give it a try.
So,
65, 0.
there are a lot of passengers on my right. So what he kind of meant is when you hear the stop zone thing on your right or your left, if it's on your right, then you need to open the right hand doors, and excuse me, on the left you need to open the left hand doors.
0, 65.
And open the left hand door.
25, 35.
There are still passengers walking in.
This is simulated platform. This is a test track service to simulated platform.
0.
Okay, let's press 3.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Wait, I always wait a few seconds.
Rear lights on.
Oh, let's get this train ready.
Headlight passenger destination light on.
Alright, I'm gonna wait for the air pressure. Ask the parts.
Tango Sierra 523 to control. Request for leave.
Oops.
Over.
Leave request
Tango Sierra
cancelled.
523.
Useful, I
Ready
can
to
cancel it.
depart. Over.
523, clear to depart. Over.
Press 1.
This is simulated. This train is ready
2,
to
I'm
depart.
sorry.
Due
0.
to depart next station at
5.
10, 4,
See what
10.
the speed limit is.
50.
Alright.
40. 20. 27. 37. 46. 50.
Okay. Now we wait. And see what happens. Now you're already, you're really approaching it fast. It's faster there than you think.
517.
And when it's 300 meters, it will warn you when you're 300 meters away from the station. I already started slow down there.
300 to station.
49.
Okay, slow this down because throttle control
44.
is a little slow. If you ask me.
39.
200 to station.
33. 28. 25.
Okay.
105, 100 to station.
24.
75 to station.
19.
50 to station.
50.
30 to station.
Yes.
14.
15 to station.
9.
And let's use the
0.
brakes. So as you can hear, the stop alarm is on my left. I'm gonna put that on switch and open doors.
Well done, you were spot on. Do you want to try again? Yes. No.
No, this is fine, I think.
Select a lesson. Lesson 3. Bringing it all together.
Alright, so
Okay, let's bring it all together. So, you're stopped at a station. You must set up your train. The S key is useful here. Announce your current stop. Number pad 1. Close the doors. Request permission to leave the platform and pull away. Start moving. Then you need to stop at the station 1 kilometre away. Don't forget the announcements.
So I recommend you do the thing every station, the announcement, because then your passengers might get into other trains because they need to.
40 to
So I'm not sure.
40 to
Okay, I believe my doors are closed. Oh, they're not.
0.
Oh, there are passengers.
This is simulated platform. This is a test track service to simulated platform.
Alright.
Please stand clear of the doors.
Let's set up my train.
Rear lights on. Headlights on. Destination light on. Passenger lights on.
Okay. What was the
40 8
temperature again?
10 1 0 10 2
Tango
Leave request cancelled. Timetable. Public address. Train status view. Carriage temperature 20.
Okay, this is really good temperature.
Mode shunt. Mode in service.
Service. Ask for departing.
Tango Sierra 523. Ready to depart. Over.
523, clear to depart. Over.
Announce it.
This train is ready to
Two.
depart.
2 to depart. Net 50.
5.
And, oh, oops. Let me use the
13.
timetable real quick. Because I didn't hear how
22.
when I need to be there.
30.
Timetable view.
36.
Simulated platform.
10 hours
46.
for
50.
Okay.
10 1 40 9 10 4
Wait.
798.
Alright. La 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 la. This is boring.
300 to station.
49.
Okay, let's slow down.
44.
Jeez, this thing is slow.
40.
200 to station.
35.
Hurry up.
30. 24. 20.
100 to station.
19.
76 to station.
14. 10.
50 to station.
Might be a little slow, but I don't want to use the brakes.
30 to station.
9. 5.
Let's drive. 5 kilometers per
15
hour.
to station.
Okay. Okay, it's coming up.
4. 0.
Oops. So, you already can hear the station coming. Let's open the doors.
Well done, you were spot on. Do you want to try again? Yes.
And
So,
yes,
you stopped at a station. You must set up your train. The S key
Oops.
is useful here. You overshot the stop zone. Do you want to try again? No. Select a lesson.
Well, I already
Lesson
did it.
4.
Fine.
Depots.
Okay.
Like every good school, we're going on a field trip. This is a depot. A depot is an area only accessible by Transport for London staff where trains are parked when they're not in service. Some of your missions, or scheduled runs, start or end at a depot. You can tell it's a depot because it sounds like this. You can hear the trains around you, and as you enter or leave a depot, you are told. There's a couple of things you need to know. A depot is always 400 metres long. The speed limit is always 12 kilometres per hour. Most events cannot happen while you're in a depot. However, as the control room move trains between sidings, red signals happen far more often and with far less notice. Remember, if leaving a depot, you must request permission to depart your siding from the control room before moving away. Right, that's enough hanging around here. Back to class with you. Select a lesson. Lesson 5. External events.
It is 6 p.m.
Oh, sorry about that. It's 6 o'clock. So, I'm going to play a few little missions in this part as well, after the driver school. Let's do this
Finally,
lesson.
when you're out there doing shifts, you will be told about speed limit and signal changes. Your onboard systems will help you manage some of these things. The signal alert system sounds like this. This sound will activate when there is a red stop signal ahead. As you approach the signal, you will be told the distance to the signal. If you go past the signal, you will hear this alarm. Pushing the F11 key will tell you how long is estimated before the signal is cleared. You must also adhere to the posted speed limits. You will be warned when the speed limit is due to change. When it actually changes, you will hear this sound. There is also an alarm if you're breaking the speed limit. Remember, F1 tells you your current speed, and F2 tells you the current speed limit. Don't forget, you may be contacted by the control room regarding events up the line. Also, when you're out doing runs, it is important to stick to the timetable. If you're running late, this impacts trains behind you. If you're running early, you may not be able to pull up at a station due to the train already being parked there. This is particularly true during rush hour, 7 AM to 9 AM, and 5 PM to 6 PM, when the distance between trains is much shorter. Select a lesson. Lesson 6.
Okay.
Reviewing a run.
So that bell when the speed limit changes is also, it will also sound like that in at least the Dutch trains in the driver's camp. When the speed limit changes, you will hear a bell, and I think that's because you need to stick to the track, of course, and you also have other light signals and audio signals. So yeah, it's a little fun fact.
Lesson 6. Reviewing a run.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's it. I've done all I can do. There's only one last thing to tell you. When you finish each shift, a driver report is generated to the clipboard. This can be pasted into a text editor to allow you to analyse your score and to improve your driving. Select a lesson.
Exit.
So that's the driver school.
Main menu. Schedule missions.
So you know when you're done with your mission, it says mission report copy to clipboard, then you can like get into WordPad or something, whatever. Then press Control V, and then you can look at your status. So let's do a few little missions.
Take Midday Victoria.
So we're gonna
Your
do
task.
two
Take
missions.
Prepare Train for Service.
Prepare train for service.
Your task. Prepare your train and drive from Harrow and Wealdstone Depot to Harrow and Wealdstone on the Bakerloo line. Time 5 minutes.
So I also
Level,
like
easy. Opening your doors at the
um,
last stop completes your mission.
drive through red signals at full speed. I'll let you hear what happens. So we're gonna prepare my train. Press B for the air pressure. Press R for the rear lights.
Rear lights on.
H for the headlights.
Headlights on.
D for the destination lights.
Destination light on. Passenger lights
And
on.
L for the passenger lights.
Right hand, left hand. Carriage
So, I'm gonna look
temperature
at the
20.
edge. Okay,
Left
that's a
hand.
pretty good one. Put my train in
Mode
service mode
in service.
because we're gonna do something fun. Spoiler, something fatal. So we're gonna ask to depart by pressing F8.
Tango Sierra 523, ready to depart. Over.
523, clear to depart. Over.
0,
Let's drive at full speed.
9,
This will be kind of annoying, I think, the alarm.
19, 28, 38, 47, 57, 66, 76, 80.
Public
So-
train status view. Public AP. Public speed limit is now 50
Timetable is
kilometers
not
per
too-
hour.
Oh,
Even.
Harrow Wheelstone depot.
Due to depart next station at
Well-
10. For speed limit change to 45
Kilometers per
okay, I can show you
200
that,
meters to station.
but I'm going to show that later. if I get
Speed
the
limit
chance.
change to 55
kilometers per hour.
in 100 meters. 100 meters to station. 55 meters
79.
to station. Speed limit change to 55
2 kilometers per hour.
in 36 meters.
25.
50 meters to station.
0,
So yeah, that's what the emergency brake
Two.
sounds like.
47 meters.
10,
Let's drive at the speed.
30 meters to station. Speed limit is now 55
kilometers per hour.
15 meters
5.
to station.
0,
And open the doors.
Shift complete. Driver report generated to clipboard. Mission success.
And now we're gonna bring the
Main
train
shed
back
missions.
to the depot. Now what I always do
Take train back to
is
depot.
I wait until
Your
I bump
task.
into a
Prepare
train
midday prepare
and
train,
then
take
just
train
stop.
back to depot.
But you can
prepare,
stop
take
anywhere
train
in
back to
depot.
depot. Your task. Prepare your train and drive from Epping to Epping Depot on the Central Line. Time 5 minutes. Level easy. Complete. Opening your doors at the
So I already did this earlier.
head destination light on.
Alright.
Right hand door rear lights on. Right carriage temperature 19.
Okay. Now
0 0.
there are no passengers, but I'm still going to warn them when I close the doors
Please stand clear of the doors.
for any other staff, you know. Oh! What? Oh, I was pressing enter. My bad.
Mode in service.
Service. Ask to depart.
This train is ready to depart.
Or oops.
Tango Sierra 523, ready to depart. Over.
523, clearance denied. Over.
Oh, clearance denied. Maybe you can only maybe you get permission when you flip the deadman switch. Hold on.
Tango Sierra 523, ready to depart. Over.
523, clearance denied. Over.
Okay, why can't I depart?
Rear lights off. Rear lights on. Headlights on. Destination light on. Passenger lights on.
I don't get this.
Tango Sierra 523, ready to depart. Over.
523, clearance denied.
You know what? I don't care.
Over.
0,
Let's just drive.
5, 40,
0
23, 33, 42,
Maybe the red signal will be shown.
52,
Or,
55,
oops.
50, 50,
Maybe I can show you it earlier in the
300
depot.
meters to depot.
Okay. So as I told you, you can just
200
stop anywhere
meters
at the
to
depot and
depot.
then it will be good. So yeah.
100 meters to depot. 75 meters to depot. 50 meters to depot. 30 meters. Entering.
Epping depot.
Okay.
Speed limit is
we're in the
now
depot.
12.
But I don't care. I'm going to drive the speed.
stop signal in 40.
Oh,
9
great.
50.
meters, stop signal in 20. 4 meters, stop
59.
signal in 14 meters.
69.
Clear signal. Stop signal in 49
Oh,
78.
meters. Stop
Maybe
signal.
Hello.
So there you go.
You're dead.
That's funny.
Fortunately, as this is a virtual train, you virtually killed no one else. But it hasn't done a lot for your school.
Look out there. Boom!
Mission failed.
Yup.
Main
Mission
shed missions
failed.
select. Take train back to depot.
Okay, let's do this again. Maybe I forgot the air pressure.
Head past destination light
Or
on.
actually, no, I don't think so.
Mode in service.
Oh yeah, I was going to test that.
Tango Sierra 523. Ready to depart. Over.
523. Clearance denied.
Why can't
Over.
I... Oh, wait a sec.
Passenger heating on. Carry air pressure 80. Speed 0. Passenger heating on. Passenger light vent mode. Desk head rear right left hand carriage temperature 90.
Here we go. Got some nice music.
Tango Sierra 523. Ready to depart. Over.
523. Clearance
Well, I
denied.
don't care about
Over.
you.
Zero.
Clearance denied. I'm just going.
9.
Okay.
19.
Not sure why I couldn't depart. Maybe I forgot something.
28.
I don't know.
38.
Actually, I
47,
didn't forget
50.
the air pressure, because then I wouldn't be able to flip the deadman switch.
300 meters to depot. $200 meters to depot. 100 meters to depot. 75 meters to
Now I'm gonna
depot.
put my
50
train in
meters
shunt.
mode shunt. 15 meters to
49.
depot.
Actually,
Epping Depot.
Mode
Put it in
44.
service.
Then I
39.
can get to the speed limit easier
33.
and quicker.
28. 27.
Stop signal in 49 meters.
23.
Mode shunt. Stop signal
17.
in 23 meters. Stop signal in 40
12.
meters.
0.
Jeez, hurry up.
1 seconds. Minus 3 meters.
go.
Clear signal.
0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 12.
Okay. Just wait until I bump into a train.
One 127 meters. 130 meters.
Oh, that I think that's the distance. The next train is sending there.
$49 meters. Stop signal
Oh,
in 49 meters.
11.
Clear
6.
signal.
Oh,
4. 13. 12.
11 meters.
0.
okay. So that's it. I'm gonna pull the switch.
Mode insert.
it
Mode
off.
off. Destination
Turn
light
everything
off.
off.
Head passenger lights off.
And press.
Shift
Open the
complete.
doors.
Driver report generated to clipboard. Mission success.
Hmm.
Main men.
Okay.
Schedule
That's
missions.
interesting. Okay, so that was the driver school and the first missions.
X.
Hope you've enjoyed.
Speech. Stop med on E.
Okay, there we go. So, thank you for watching. Stay healthy. Comments are welcome. Have a nice day. And I'll see you in the next video.